Please give it up for John Hedrick. Hey, man, do you guys ever walk into a room and think to yourself, man, everyone here could just rob me? Like the whole front row is like, I wouldn't want to do it, but I can fucking do it. It'd be easy. That's like my New Year's resolution was like, hey, stop looking like the easiest person to rob. And I was like, I should probably stop doing that for 20 years in a row. And so like my New Year's resolution this year was like, just look like the second easiest person to rob. And here we are. This is as far as I got. And what if I just started crying on the stage? It's because I'm scrawny. I'm so scrawny. I've been scrawny since like elementary school. People used to come up to me and be like, hey, you can't even do a push-up. And I was like, fuck you, Travis, you can't even do long division. So Travis has dyslexia. I'll see you in hell. I'll see you in hell. Yeah. It's weird. Things are weird. My parents took my family to an escape room recently. And it's just like, just tell me you're getting divorced. I don't know what it is. Parents are like, hey, puzzles and claustrophobia, that'll make me love you again. No, that's not. And it was ridiculous. As soon as we got in there, my dad was like, hey, this room's not the only thing I'm trying to get out of. It sucks, man. Escape rooms suck. Escape rooms are like when you lose your virginity, right? It's kind of weird and confusing at first. And then at the end of it, you're like, man, thank God I didn't do that with my family, right? So I go to therapy. Any of you guys go to therapy? Anybody here go to therapy? Yeah, man, everybody here is mentally ill. Got it. Sounds good. I like therapy. Therapy is like eating vegetables, right? Doctors recommend it. Everybody should do it, yet grown men refuse to do it. You know what I mean? It's good. I love my therapist. My therapist, his name's Ray Sean, great Chinese guy. No, I'm kidding. He's black. He's totally black. If you had a Chinese guy named Ray Sean, that would be the craziest Rush Hour 4. And I love Ray Sean though. Ray Sean's cool. I'll go there. I'll say some like cynical shit. I was like, man, everybody sucks. They're so dumb. I'm pretty dope. And he just goes, you're not wrong. I'm like, you got a degree in this? That's awesome, dude. And I could be saying depressing stuff too. I could be like, man, I just want to give up. I just want to quit. And he'll be like, you should get your affairs in order. And I was like, $85? Bring me back, man. This is the best fucking place I've ever been. Love Ray Sean. I was reading an article the other day. Researchers discovered that millennials are having the least sex. Did you guys hear about this? Any of you guys? I always look at like the older people in the crowd because they're like, you're goddamn right, I heard about that article. I'm laying pipe. What are you doing, little boy? I'm like, whoa. I'm just trying to get rid of plastic straws, man. My bad. All right? So I'm reading the article, and researchers are like, why is this happening? It's because millennials have social anxiety. Is it social media? What could it be? And I was like, you guys are stupid. It's because their parents are still home, okay? You know how hard it is to get laid while your mom's downstairs dancing to Ellen? You're like, hey, you want a grilled cheese sandwich? It's like, no, I need to concentrate. And you're really... All right, everybody here lays pipe. My bad. Okay. We'll edit that out in post. No. I've been trying to sell my home recently. It's just a Nissan Sentra, and it's rough. Because the thing is nobody wants to give you money for your car after it's used, right? Because as soon as you drive it off the lot, what happens? It depreciates, right? You bring it back to the car dealership, and they're like, dude, I don't want that piece of shit. Why'd you even bring that here? It's like it has 0.5 miles on it. What do you mean? It's no one wants to give you money for your car. So I took my car to CarMax to get it appraised, and they're like, we'll give you $500 for it. And I was like, how dare you? And they're like, it doesn't even have a passenger seat, dude. What do you... And I'm like, I'm just trying to sell my car, and I go to my dad for help. But I have one of these dads that just has this dumb dad intelligence. Do you guys have fathers? Like I have this dad that just thinks he can solve anything. He just has that dumb dad confidence. So when I was a kid, I had like Transformers, and I would try and make it work. And I broke one once, and the arm fell off. And I tried everything to get it back together. And it got to a point where I was just jamming it in. My dad saw me getting frustrated, and he was like, "All right, I'm an adult. Give it here. I'm gonna fix it." And he looks at it, starts jamming it in. And I'm like, "What do you want?" I'm like, "You have a brain twice the size of mine. That's the best you could do." And then he just takes it away, and he just wraps it in duct tape, and he's like, "It's fixed, pussy." And I was like, "What?" So he just gave me his dumb dad solution there. And so I asked him, "What am I going to do about my car?" He gives me a dumb dad solution. And he goes, "Just take it to a used car auction." And I was like, at first I was like, okay, that's not a bad idea. And then I got there. And the thing is everyone at a used car auction looks like the used cars at a car auction. Okay? There's not a lot of teeth and access to internet over there. It's in Virginia. And it was rough. But anyways, my car is the first one to go up. I'm like, okay, here we go. Maybe I'll make some money. The big car starts at $1,000. She goes, $1,000. $900, $900, $800, $600, $600, $500, $500, $400, and a Starbucks gift card. And I was like, what? This car has all three of its hubcaps, man. What do you mean? I was pissed. I was so mad at this big caller at that point. I was fucking furious. I was like, you bum, you loser. Nobody wants your job. I started thinking about who ends up in a big caller's position. I was thinking about it. It's just got to be like a kid with a stutter that happened to be in like the right place at the right time. You know what I mean? Like if I was the parent of a kid with a stutter, I would like burst into his room and I'd be like, "Hey, good news. You're gonna be on Storage Wars." And either that or the spokesperson of a Chia Pet. You know what I mean? Chia, right? I know my kid's strengths is what I'm saying. And he'll grow up to drive a Nissan Sentra, just like me. Weed's legal in DC for like a pair of socks or some shit like that. You guys smoke weed over here? Anyone? Yeah? It's just the fucking laziest sounding dude goes, yeah. I mean, like, I guess I smoke weed. You hear his laugh? Yeah. You didn't even have to say anything. I just knew. I like being around weed smokers though, because you don't have to say bye to them. Like, you can just leave. He'll wake up the next morning like, man, I guess he left. I wish smoking weed was so cool though, you know what I mean? Like everyone's doing coke now. Okay, just me and my friends got it. No, I wish smoking weed was cool though. I was smoking weed the other day and someone came up to me and they were like, "You loser." And I was like, "Is this not okay?" And they were like, "No, it's 10 a.m. and you're smoking out of a Dasani water bottle. That's not." I was like, "This playground sucks anyways." I don't know. I want to leave on a more serious note. 22, I feel like, I mean, that's young, I'm stupid, whatever. But I feel like living in your mid-20s is a little weird, right? Because like half of my friends are getting married and moving into houses, and then the other half of my friends are like addicted to heroin. And it's like, either way, I don't want to hear about it on Facebook. You know what I mean? I don't care. But I was talking to a friend, he's the same age as me, and he's just trying to get into the University of Maryland. And he's like, all my friends are graduating, they have jobs, and the anxiety to do well is crushing. It depresses me so much, and I want to give up. And I looked at him, and my heart was broken. I didn't know what to say, so I just said, "You should get your affairs in order." And it was the best $85 I've ever made. All right, my name's John Hedrick. Thanks a lot, everybody.